Thuli Gamedze, of Water, Internal Matters and Political Identity. The control of water within colonial, apartheid, and neoliberal frameworks has largely meant the control of life. Forms of hydraulic re-engineering almost always accompany any settler project in order to support stolen land's increased populations and fuel their productivity. The project of capitalism is, of course, also the racial and gendered reasoning of access, and thus the invention of new fictions of spatial belonging and non-belonging. These fictions are instilled by severely reduced or flattened settler logics whose central premise is the application of land readings solely based on their productive potential with unexploited land, equating to uncivilized land. In turn, these fictions are made material and highly consequential by water's rerouting and control, often through damming. In South African apartheid, white supremacy was explicitly translated onto space, including both land and water, time, and centrally, people's bodies. A subset of that regime's legislature segregated recreational spaces, including beaches, determining that the right to leisure time was a white thing. Not only this, but through additions like the Witchcraft Suppression Act 3 of 1957. The state created obstacles between black people and the ocean as a place of prayer. For example, in some southern African cultures, including a number of Nguni traditions, ocean water holds spiritual significance and meaning, beyond the reduced capitalist spatial logics of labor, leisure. Ocean water and other bodies of water facilitate ancestral connection, access to spiritual realms, protection, and cleansing. This includes communication with water divinities who occupy and create living water sites that act as vehicles or mediums of spirit. In many cases, these divinities bestow skills upon training spiritual diviners, Izangoma, isiZulu, Amakira, isiXhosa, and others, and require regular acknowledgement through ritual song, material sacrifice, and prayer in order to perform their role of keeping spiritual and physical life in balance. Luvuyo Ekiano Nyawose describes the effects of the Witchcraft Suppression Act 3, thus as not only a grave violation to the flesh, but that of the metaphysical black body. Under apartheid colonialism, water was reduced to a white leisure object, its flattened reading forcibly and legally banishing black people to the loneliness of the material body plane. Further, since Britain's initial occupation of Palestinian land in the first decades of the 20th century, we have seen similar Israeli civilizing, segregating of space, in forms from straightforward land theft, physical brutality, and illegal imprisonment to genocide carried out in the name of anti-colonial repression. This ongoing strategy of control is evident in the water through the gradual restructuring of the scarce supply or water grabbing that has taken place in the last 80+ years through numerous means. These include Israeli military control over Gaza and West Bank groundwater supplies, seizure of the vast majority of Palestinian wealth and controlled use of the few that remain through metering. Given the region's water scarcity, Israeli control over the means through which water infrastructure is built and how water is accessed forces Palestine into a consumer position by having to purchase water from the Israeli National Merakot Company, established in 1937. Without autonomous systems, the water in, of, and connected to Palestinian people is perpetually controlled, placing hard limits on the capacity for independent agricultural activity and other industry.